Mr. Thing. Today we should talk about the physics concepts, obviously, the important questions. Now, in this, okay, let me start with the 5 markers. I'll mark it for you. So, I mean, everything is important. This is like everything is compressed down, and it's been given to you guys. These kind of questions are very important. Checking the correctness of the equation, just like I told you during the previous term also. But in this case, more importantly, what questions not to ignore, I'll talk about. Derivations 100% you won't ignore. Uh, should you solve all these numericals? Obviously, no. For numericals from this specific chapters, use the notebook. Whatever has been done in the notebook is more than enough. Like, covers all the concepts. If I'm done it. So let me try to frame. Okay. So it is properly only from that time. Nothing affixed from that time to this time. It is proper only from that time. Nothing affixed only now. How it became proper. I just told the sixth question can be asked as the first question in terms of an MCQ. That's it. And for MCQ, if okay, 13th question. These kind of questions is a purest form of an MCQ. Lovely questions are these are. If two vectors are acting at right angles to each other, what is the magnitude of the resultant? So obviously 90 degrees, the answer will be 0. Something like that. When theta will be equal to 90 degrees, so what will happen? AB cos theta, AB sin theta, all those things will be is important. So since cos will come into picture for the resultant, 100% the answer will be equal to 0. So this is a proper case. I mean, more of 13th question, more of a fill in the blank question compared to an MCQ because 100% the option can okay. So if you get 0, 1, whatever, you will realize that the most probable answers of vectors will either be 0 and 1 and it will become easy. So I think 13th one is more of a fill in the blank question compared to thing. Okay. And obviously for the max site, all these things stick on the notebook itself. Nothing else apart from the notebook is required. Stick on the same notebook problems. Now here, if you look at the laws of motion, the other day I actually spent some time talking about Aristotle's fallacy. I explained the meaning of fallacy and all these things. This is the reason. 1 or 2 marker question. 100% will be asked. 100% will be asked. Getting it? Now, 14th one is also important. See, everything is important. The most important one, I mean, in that case, whatever has been asked the previous years is what I'm trying to talk about. Please do not ignore the 17th question. Limiting force of friction is there in the PDF. Spend 2 to 3 minutes for this question and try to learn. In fact, static friction and limiting force of friction, learn it because, see, I would not write it as a main question, but as a choice question, I would like to have this limiting force of friction because sometimes 1 or 2 questions, especially from this friction concept, will go over the head. In order not to experience that, I would learn that limiting force of friction. Spend not more than 5 minutes on this. More than enough. Similarly, again, same thing as I told you, for numericals, notebook more than enough. Don't even try to do any numerical from here. This PDF, use it only for, for 1 mark or 2 marker as well as derivations. Not for numericals. I'll give an example, right? Look at this. System of particles is rotational motion. What they might ask you is this one. Define moment of inertia. I've sent you the notes for this. Just go through it. Now, they usually won't ask what is a rigid body. Getting it? Now, that is there. And but my favorite question is this kind of question. 14th one is my favorite kind of question because this is the purest form of rotational motion question. Define angular acceleration, where acceleration is okay, where is combined with some kind of an angle, change in angle. Okay, that's a superb question. What I wouldn't ask is like the 18th question. That's a proper 10 standard based question. What is the mechanical advantage of a lever and all won't be asked. That being told, 20th one is nice. 22 obviously is the same thing. 24 for some reason every year they ask about a couple. Define a couple. Equal and opposite force acting the same line. That definition. All right, it. 28th one. Please mug this up. Radius of gyration. I mean, the other day we spoke about in a sphere that radius is called as radius of gyration. Simple language, but You're supposed to write this in a proper way. Radius of gyration is asked. Is asked few times. So make sure you guys learn the 28th question. Important one. And when it comes to 2 and 3 marker, you will write everything. Sixth one we solved in class the other day. So if you see the sixth one here, whatever we wrote the other day was, whatever we did the other way was derivation. But here they're telling write the relation. The same question can be equal, the same question can be asked in terms of derivation also. Look at the seventh one. Seventh one is a derivation. Sixth one is name the following kind of shit. So this will be a 2 marker question. This will be a 3 marker question. Okay. Conservation of angular momentum. The other day when we solved collisions, the first part, they're asking you to explain. That's it. In terms of words. You already know it in terms of formula. Write it. So in the sense, write it in terms of text. That's all. Everything is there in the PDF. Just go through it. Fine. Nothing else. Extra effort is not required, is what I'm trying to tell you. Stick on to the same notebook and whatever has been taught in the other day. If you remember, we write three. This is a very important question. I'll tell you the answer right now. 3 kinematic equations. For example, V is equal to U plus AT was there. Now, when what happens to V? Okay, A becomes alpha. V becomes omega because velocity and all, they keep changing. No. So that is what they're trying to ask. So for example, let's say F is equal to MA. M is becoming what? M is becoming I when it comes to this chapter called as, what do you call? Rotational motion. So learn that. That's also there in the notebook. So this 3 marker, the first one is very, very, very important. Second one will be asked, but for final exam. This is a final exam 3 marker. Final exam 3 marker. I would take a choice right now in this. The numerical is pretty simple, but no one. So basically what you do, you subtract 3120 minus 1200, you'll get some answer that you will divide by 16 or multiply by 16 depending on whatever the question has been asked here. That's all. That's how the things work. Nothing else apart from this will be asked. Fine. But first one I think is the most important question out amongst these 4. I won't ask the 4th one because not that in syllabus. First one is the most important thing. That's how I would learn it. Very important it is. Then gravitation, you guys know what and all will be asked. Those 6 derivations are important. And please mug this up. 3 marker, 100%. 2 laws, 3 marks. Easy. Then the notebook, initially, the moment you open the PDF of gravitation, you find only this. Nothing else apart from this is there. So it's important in that case. Remember that. Next is all these derivations has been done. So not to worry. Numerical problems, ignore from this thing. Read from whatever I gave the other day. And now talking about the stress strain curve. Look at this. 2 marker. State and explain Hooke's law. The other day only I told you. Getting it? 5 markers here. Look at this for a second. They're asking state and explain Hooke's law. This won't be asked. No worries. Yeah, look at this. Second one. And third one. Very important. Because both of them belong to the graph concept. Both of them. What is plastic? Plastic deformation. I wouldn't have used the same word, but if you remember the graph which went like this, I told this is called as the plastic region. That region is what they're talking about. Is there in the PDF. Explanation is done. Read the sentence as it is. Ignore the 5 markers in this case in terms of numericals. Take a choice there. Solids. Fluids you don't have anyways. Thermodynamics not there in this. So basically, the bottom line here is ignore all the numericals. Talk about the 2 and the 3 marker. Whatever I told you is important. Don't ignore it at all. Whatever happens. See, for example, the 10th one here, I forgot to look at this. State Newton's second law of motion and hence derive it. This I've told you 100 times. I know it's for sure the most important question. Okay. So, and moreover, stop getting scared by physics exam. Look at, Adiraj, when is the physics exam? Which day? Okay, so give me a timetable right now. You're 21, tomorrow you're writing something? Okay, I mean, ignore this. PCM you tell. 24, I think we'll have something. Correct. Chemistry. Then, in between this and this, there's no other subject, no?
It's not there. I don't know about other subjects.
Yeah, got it. They're almost at the same timetable.
1 second.
So, I think 21, if you're busy with Canada, today you're busy with Canada.
Yeah.
Tomorrow and after you're free with for chemistry, no? We'll have a class tomorrow and after also. Then
So
what?
I'll tell you.
Tell.
So 21st is Kannada, then 24th is chemistry. 25th is English. 26th.
No. Tell me math and thing. Okay, anyways, 26 is?
26 is electronics, computer science and all that. 27th is...
Where is bio? Bio is the same day?
Yeah, bio is also same.
Okay, okay, cool. 27 is?
Holiday. 28th is there. That's when physics is there.
Physics is 28th.
Yeah, that's a Monday.
Okay.
And Tuesday we have math continuously.
Okay, cool then. So we will be able to have class tomorrow and after. Yeah, because tomorrow and after we can have a class. Then holiday, no?
When?
I mean tomorrow and after. I mean you'll write the exam tomorrow and come off anyways.
Yeah,
10 to 1, no, you have exam.
yeah, 10 to 1.
Okay, fine. So 25th is English,
20,
which
yeah.
means 25th also you can, no, 25th you can't take a class because you have computer science electronics. 27th you can take a, 26th and 27th you can take a class,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
So 22, 23, 26, 27. I'll make a note of these 4 days. We'll have a class then. Physics is next Monday. What are you doing today? Kannada?
Yeah, yeah, 100.
Finish till chemistry. No, won't leave. Do Kannada enough.
Yeah. So,
That's all.
so you did like all the important stuff, so in physics right now.
Yeah.
Enough what?
In the sense, I've taught you, you should write it. There's a difference.
Yeah, you have taught us, I know.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಐ ಥಾಟ್ ಯು ನೋ ಐ ಥಾಟ್ ಓ ಎ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ ಓ ಎ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ಈಸಿ ಸೊ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಓ ಎ ಪುಟ್ hyphen describe ಓ ಎ getting it?
Sir, I saw that PDF, sir. Fucking one paragraph, it's there.
Why are you trying to mug up? Who's asking to
Sir,
just
but
focus here?
still
I
I
told
get
wait,
scared by seeing big things.
2 lines you write enough. Don't write more lines. Write, I'm not writing first 2 lines. Read the para. Summary write in 2 lines. I am telling you, no, don't write more than 2 lines. See, I would tell 2 lines, but I mean 1 sentence. Getting it?
Yeah.
So from A to B, write 2 lines, but 1 sentence. 1 sentence is more than enough. That's all. They are not expecting more. The reason so much of depth is given so that you should not get confused at all. But the moment I thought you only, I realized you guys understood. So just write it in 1 sentence. Don't write 2, don't even write 2 lines. 1 sentence you write enough. Getting it?
Yeah.
That's all.
So also work plan.
23. Work per energy, when?
No, what should we study in work plan?
Same. Where is this PDF? Wait 1 minute.
You didn't tell, I think, in work.
I think I skipped it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is not required.
So what you're telling
Wait.
is not required, no? I'm skipping it completely.
Hey, no. Whatever I marked now is required.
No, what you're marking,
Yeah. See, for example, define coefficient of restitution. This has come 1 or 2 years. But you can ignore this. Yaar ಓದ್ತಾರೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ. Getting it?
Yeah, exactly.
So 26 very important. 2 very important.
So whatever you're marking, I'm studying and going.
Whatever. Do not skip this. That's what I mean. You study everything, but do not skip whatever I'm
So
marking.
basically, I'm not going to do the whole PDF like everything. I'm just doing what you're marking and going. That's all. So I can't hear you again, sir.
You might understand this concept of, see, because we had a
Sir,
what's that?
hello?
Practical, huh? What?
I couldn't hear. Could you repeat?
Your voice only is breaking for me, not my voice.
So I trained yesterday.
So basically, 11th one here is easy, spring constant.
Yeah.
I don't like any of these practical things being brought into chemistry or physics. We do this in the lab, spring constant.
Okay.
I didn't like this concept there. So I didn't want to study it in for theory also. So I should skip this concept. Getting it? Because I didn't like the experiment there. Understood? So it depends. If you like that experiment, you spend 5 minutes here, job done. But I was very cautious that I would not study so that I would take a choice. But other things, 1 to 10, everything is simple. See, equation for potential energy, mgh, 4, what done, potential energy definition, everything is easy in this case.
Sir, the problem is the definitions for me.
Don't mug up. Understand, write in your own words.
It's like I can't remember I can't remember that definition for a long time.
Exactly. You have 1 day exam before, holiday before. Learn that day. Tomorrow, revise that day. Tomorrow, you'll remember anyways. That's all. Wait 1 second. That is there. That's all in this. Numericals ignore. On
So
27,
the
I'll teach you on
3-5
numericals.
markers, this thing isn't important.
See, for numeric 1 minute. Fifth one will come for sure. I'll teach you 1 day before the exam. 27 is there, no? That day I'll teach you because you'll forget this off. That's why. 1 day, 10 minutes, you learn this numericals. Tomorrow, that day, the next day, pakka this will come. This only will come. This one only will come. I'm telling you right now. Getting it? So, that day I'll teach you numerical. Apart from that, everything else is easy only in this case. work energy theorem. Hey, this proper 10th standard. The only thing which both those things which I marked right now is 11th standard syllabus. That's why it's important.
Okay.
Everything else is only proper 10th standard.
What about the up one there? What is inelastic collision?
We spoke about that now.
No. Give an example and all that. Is it like?
Array, we derived no inelastic collision.
I remember, sir.
Exactly. So that's an example. I give a ball example. See there only. Getting it.
You gave ball example.
Ball with a wall.
That's inelastic.
I mean, whatever. I'm just trying to tell you. Any story you can write.
Okay.
ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? You see in the PDF, you'll understand. The PDF will have a proper set example. I gave you an example which you guys can connect easily.
Yeah.
That's all. That doesn't mean you should write the same thing. You can write, but anything else also is completely fine.
Okay.
Got it? Yeah. ಇವಾಗ you go study Kannada.
Yeah.
How many other
What do you mean?
chapters?
Sir, we have like some. I don't know, sir.
The recording has stopped.
Easy.
No, not at all easy. Sir, I would have taken Sanskrit, sir.
Don't.
Told me to take.
Don't. I told you either